What's up, guys? Looking, maybe I'll try not to use my notes. I'll just keep them here. Um, Here we go with my roar. Put my TV on mute. I'm watching a nice Tuesdays and Fridays on MLB Network. They have baseball games. So on 307, which is a channel above it, they got Strike Zone, which is, I mean, it's the equivalent of Red Zone. Don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but it's just nonstop, no commercials, take you to every game. It's oh my god, so great. Um, let's go. Let's start here with Don. First of all, it seems like you guys all enjoyed the picks, which makes me happy. I mean, it sounds weird, but because I'm not in the video and we don't create these videos, but when someone likes your picks, like Jay said a few months ago, it does make you feel more vindicated, or makes you just feel just good about your picks. So it seems like all three of you enjoyed them. We'll start off with Don. He was first. The first review. What the hell? Yeah, Don. Let me tell you. Like, first of all, the other thing is, Edie Brickell ends up winning this, and I'm kind of surprised. There was two videos I had picked earlier in the week because it was just more. The acoustic guitar was more prevalent in the video. It was just them playing the guitars. This song, these songs, I'm saying, the acoustic guitar is definitely in the songs. I'm glad you guys picked up on that. And even though neither one was playing them, I don't know if Natalie Imbruglia plays hers in the actual song, but in the video, no one's playing it. You can just hear it. You can hear it very distinctively. But I'm glad I picked these two because I like the songs better than the ones I had already picked out, like on Monday or Tuesday. And I think you guys were all spot on with the your takes on these songs. The Edie Brickell song, I'm just gonna go around the horn here. Jay, you nailed it with the squatting. Like, I forgot about that stupid squat, and when you talked about that comedian, whoever that was funny shit. That was pretty good. That song was 1989. Um, I picked that song. I love that song. I think it's great. Jason, you also nailed with Susie. Like, I thought forever it looks like Susie, and but a much more clear complexion than Susie Smith. God, I'm just this is a shitty roar. I don't know where to go with it. Um, Don, what else did you say? I'm going back to yeah, you mentioned about how pretty both you and Jay mentioned about how pretty she is. If you can get to the camera like this close, oh, I'm not gonna do it like as close as she got at one point. The confidence to get that close to a camera, and Jay said, "Yeah, she's flawless." Like, man, she is so damn pretty. And I'm with Jay. That song was so played out in like '97, I think, maybe '98. But it got annoying. I never watched that video in its entirety. After watching those two videos, I would have picked Torn also. I like the whole thing. I think the guy standing there and the people on the set is just kind of plays into the lyrics. Like this guy that she knew that doesn't know anymore, and the guy pushing him out of the way. It's really not the guy she knew anymore. I think it's something like that. But her dancing and just she reminded me a little bit of Courtney Cox, the way she dressed and the way she looked, the way her hair was. The dances were great. I'm kind of reviewing the videos myself, so I probably shouldn't do that. Don, it sounds like you have a great weekend. Like, I was excited. Like, the play tonight. I mean, you know what? I can see Lucy doing shit like that in the future, like some major shit. She's had the personality of someone that could be like in Hollywood. I say that in all sincerity. Um, I was confused about you said Caitlyn is guest playing. Don't know what that means because they're so strict around here about being in a league. Sounds like you just her old team is just picking her up. So it sounds kind of cool and exciting. It sounds just very rare to me. So I don't really understand that. As far as you get so nervous about. First of all, the things I post on Facebook and on social media, like you mentioned a couple weeks ago, my pissing video, it's public. I don't give a fuck. I mean, that's just probably me being ignorant, but if someone's going to take the time to find out where I live, it's because of something I said on Facebook to come get me. I mean, what am I going to do? I don't give a fuck. Seriously, I just don't. But I'm glad you enjoyed my post. Yeah, sometimes, I mean, I look back at shit, Jesus Christ, I kind of got carried away. But, I mean, that whole post right there, I was so in the right, I think. I made a random saying, and it sounds even so stupid to even comment about it now. And some girl out of nowhere just said, fuck you to me. I guess I could have just turned the other cheek, but I didn't. I probably never will. But I'm glad that you are nervous for me, but I don't think so. It's Jim. Jesus, Jim. I felt your pain so much. I felt sad. I felt like my heart was heavy because I know what you're talking about. I got this new phone. I'm going to jinx myself. And it's working fantastic. I don't know if the quality of my videos are better, but it just looks better. But I know, and I'm not saying, I think you have an iPhone, so it's not the quality of your phone. So, but I've had difficulties too. And we see your finished product. We don't see all the takes but I get it, man. It sucks. And I wish I could have heard all the things you had to say because it sounds like you liked them. And, but I seriously, literally felt your pain about that. And it sucks. I felt bad for you. Kind of wanted to give you a hug. It sucks. What else did you say? I don't know if you said anything else. Or if you did, it didn't resonate with me because I felt bad for you. And then we go from Jim being miserable to where we live. I'm not saying any fucking more, but it snowed again today. It's April 20th. 420. It's 420. All the kids, it's 420. I think you all know what 420 is. Stupid. Then we go from Jim's misery, which I get, and it's absolutely, I get it, to Jason just sitting by himself at Tropicana Field watching Major League Baseball. It was most drastic change because I watched them one after another today. That's how we did it, and it was just funny. It was very funny. Jay, I think I said mostly already said about what you said in your video, but I gotta tell you, I went to a Syracuse basketball game in December, the day before you guys came home with Josh, and it was one of the most miserable experiences ever because of the size of the crowd. Well, for a dome, it wasn't really that bad, but it was where we're sitting was so crowded. And I said that day, I said, I'm done going to live events. I'm done going because it's not fun. And we had to walk in the cold for like a mile and a half with the wind whipping in our fucking face, park in the garage, sat in the garage coming out for fucking almost an hour in the parking garage. But your environment today is exactly what I would like to do. Small crowd, but when they got excited, it was still loud. I mean, 3,000, maybe you're right, maybe 10,000. It looked so fun because you could sit wherever the fuck you wanted to sit, or maybe not, but just spread out. And you're watching Major League Baseball, and it looked very comfortable and very enjoyable. Very, very envious I was of that. Let's see. You said Saturday night. What the fuck? I can't even read my own goddamn notes. You said something about you're having a baseball party? That's just a random thing for you and your friends and kids? If I understood that correctly, that is, oh my God. If you have friends that want to do that, that's great. Kidding me? Maybe I misunderstood you, but if that's what's going on, that's That's very cool. If I had people here right now, 6, 7, 8 people watching what I'm watching, some snacks and shit. I mean, I don't think anyone would do that, but that would be great. Maybe I misinterpreted what you were saying. And you said something about Saturday night, which fucking wanted to comment on, but I don't know what that means. I'm terrible at taking notes. Hence the struggles with high school, and hence the position I'm in these days. But we'll save that for another day. Anyways, Edie Brickell wins. Something really corny here. But I'm going to share it anyways. First of all, I always thought for years she was saying, shove me in the shallow water before I get too deep, which sounds great, but it's choke me in the shallow water. And when at the end, when she's saying, don't let me get too deep, that song is 1989. I know that because it was just before I went into the Navy, and it was still pretty popular when I came back, because it was only fucking 23 days. But anyways, when she kept saying, don't let me get too deep, back then I was hanging out all the time with Demore, Karen, Morello, like Fran. And one night we were getting like harassed by, this is like another whole other story, but do you guys remember that Dominic little guy? He's a policeman, fucking that sounds, he was a cop. Dominic, he's with the K9 unit, and I think he's still on the force. He was a little guy. He had that fucking Napoleon complex shit. Anyways, he gave a shit one night he saw his videotape and shit, and he came up to us and like gave a shit. Anyways, we were for like the rest of that summer, every time we saw a cop coming, don't let me get too deep turned into don't let them get you D. Don't let them get you D. It was like funny as shit. Me, Morello, and Joe talking about the cops. Don't let them get Demore. Don't let them get you D. We always sang that song. That's fucking funny. It sounds gay, but it was funny. So every time I hear that song at the end, I think of Demore, because he was a fucking wise ass fucking punk when he was 18, 19, 20 years old. He really was. But anyways, that's it for that. Hope I didn't miss anything. Have a good weekend, guys. I am going to watch Jacob swim tomorrow for swim class. I actually have a Saturday off, which hasn't happened since over a year. Haven't had a Saturday off. So I'm enjoying this night. I'm drinking my fucking Coke Zeros, eating my fucking Bachman pretzel rods. These are amazing. Pretzel rods have to be Bachman. Wally? So that's that for that. We'll talk to you guys next week. I'm glad you guys like the picks, and we'll see what Don brings for us next week. I'm retiring the fart noise for a few weeks, as it's not great anymore. So we'll talk to you guys soon later.